I'm a technical tutor at Bournemouth University. I'm technically diagnosed with depression and unstable mood disorder. And on a wider scale, my family. My dad is disabled and has had very severe mental health issues for many, many years. So, good days and bad days, basically. I recognise that on the bad days, it's not worth trying some days. And on the good days, I make the most of it. Yeah, that's the general way of doing it for me anyway. Is on the bad days, I look at it and say it's not worth trying to push myself and making myself feel worse for the sake of doing something. Um, Distraction. Distraction is my biggest trick, and has been since I was about 14. Um, it drives my other half absolutely crazy, but in the evening I can be listening to an audiobook, playing a game on the Xbox, and watching a TV program at the same time. And I will retain all of them. It's how I distract my brain from thinking the things I don't want to think, by literally just overloading it with other stuff. Works quite well. It's quite useful for multitasking. Yeah, and somebody just coming to terms, I would say look at what help is out there. Yeah, I was with Mind in Northamptonshire for a lot of years, and if nothing else, not as a particular method of therapy or anything. It was just a really good space to vent, to be quite honest. Um, if you're coming to sort of accept that you've got mental issues, there are so many things out there to help nowadays. Um, yeah, diagnosis is use whatever method helps until you sort of can start to come and cope with it and accept it. But when you're starting to accept it, look for the help, um, or find what works for you. Because I wasn't in therapy for many years, and I just used distraction. It worked very well. I think the big thing is that it's different for everybody, and so many people don't see that. They see the word depressed or anxiety as being a uniform thing. So I grew up with my dad having very severe depression. The comparison between me and him, and looking at it and saying, yeah, no, we've both got depression. Well, it is so insanely different, and it's different with everybody. There's no sort of uniform way of defining it. I think that's probably where the stigma comes from, is the word more than the actual thing. Um, so I think what would be useful for people to know, and it is beginning to get that way a little bit, is just that there's more to it than the word. There's more to it than just the sort of the really basic definition of depression or anxiety or bipolar, and it's more than just that. Um, for me, the biggest symptom that I have in general, is, I can't think of a better way of phrasing this than self-loathing. Um, Left alone in a quiet room, I will find a way of making myself feel guilty for something, or wanting to hate myself for something. Um, I still, even now, don't. I struggle to believe that that's not the way that it should be. If that makes sense. Um, yeah, I think in general that I don't know if that would have been something that would have, if I'd have thought that's okay, that would have helped. If it helps, accept it. Seriously, that's my biggest bit of advice. If it helps, accept it. Don't write it off because medication is bad. It's not. It helps. That's what it's there for. There is no other reason for it to exist other than it actually helping. Um, yeah, don't write it off. I've just switched on to a new medication. It's helping. That's the point. I hate being on medication. I hate the fact that I take tablets in the morning and night. It drives me nuts. But at the same time, if I don't, I know that I'm in a lot worse place, and that stops me from functioning outside. That stops me from coming to work. That stops me from doing my PhD, from doing everything. It's not worth it. If tablets help, take them. Um, you know, yeah.